I just remember the fan base just being crazy, and it felt like a derby match. It felt like it was real, and I think that's really the first time, having played in Colorado for so many years, that it felt like something was brewing. Difficult place to play. Obviously, they had a really great team, um, but yeah, I just remember the environment was crazy.
Awesome. And then moving into this team this week, coming off the weekend, obviously not the result you guys wanted, but a really great opportunity this week against Toronto. How are you guys preparing? Is it kind of, I know you mentioned some weeks more focused on yourselves, more on the opponent. What's kind of the
Yeah, no,
preparation
I
this
think
week?
again, I think you know, it's continuing to fine tune who you are, and I think we've made some good strides in the last couple of weeks. I think we played some good stuff in the last game. There's some moments of naivety a bit that we want to make sure we dial in, and things like attacking and defensive throw-ins and what those lead to, and so just focusing on that part of it. But again, I think we did a good job creating really good opportunities away from home, and then just closing it out at the end is something that we'll focus on. So it doesn't matter who we play; those are all going to be factors that are involved in every game if we want to get results. So I think it was a good recap and a good first training back into the week.
The last couple of weeks, you've had guys kind of break out of maybe you could say a scoring slump. Maybe Diego gets 2 goals 2 weeks ago. Dom gets a goal last week. Are you looking at any guys this week to have possibly have a breakout and kind of end the slump?
Um, don't look at it so much from that perspective, but we just again just encouraging guys to get in dangerous areas. Again, like that was a fortuitous goal that would have never happened had Dom not taken the risk without knowing to be in that spot. And I think you can go back to the LA game and you can say the same thing about Diego. So just again, encouraging these guys to be in positions to be to take advantage of opportunities that don't present themselves, but knowing that we have numbers in the box. And so, again, it'd be great, for Ari to get on the score sheet, Diego to get back on the score sheet, Diego to continue to get. So it's we just need goal scoring by committee for sure.
Last thing for me, I want to ask about Rafa. Is this kind of the most comfortable, most stable you've felt at the goalkeeper position, possibly in your time
Yeah,
as coach?
he's yeah, and a lot of what you guys don't see is really what he brings to our team. I think he's been probably our most consistent performer in the first set of games, but I think his leadership has been amazing for our group, and I think the calm that he brings to the team in the build, the saves that he makes when he has to make them, at the times that they present themselves are huge to keep us in games, and so I have nothing but glowing words to speak about Rafa. He's been enormous, and I feel at times bad for him because I think we can do a better job in front of him to help really shine a light on the type of performances he's had for our group.
I know you've had a history with Fraser, and Robin's actually run together a sneaky bit of 3 results in a row that are better than his fans might think. Shut out Vancouver, 1-1 on the road against Miami, and then another shutout last week. What's the plan to break down Fraser's defense?
Well, again, I think it's doing what we do, understanding that there again in this league there's there's no bad teams. There's only teams that might be in bad form, and as you rightly pointed out, Maddie, they're in a good run of form. Against I watched the game against Miami, and thought they did a tremendous job where they could have come away with the 3 points in that game. So they're a team that is they got dynamic attack, that they're solid defensively. Robin's got a ton of experience to get those guys ready. So for us, it's really again about fine tuning the things that we need to work on as a group, but also showing up on game day and competing the right way. I think that's what that helped us get the result in LA. And again, I think with each game, I'm seeing a team that's competing the right way, and that's going to be critical for our success at the weekend.
And then our very few home games in this stretch that's coming up. How important is a result for momentum moving forward?
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. I think like you said, games away from home are very difficult. You got to take advantage of the games here at home, making sure that we have a good performance, but also the result. And I think that's why 2 good results in a row really boost the confidence of the team. We've unfortunately been one good, one bad, one good, one bad, and it's hard to get your traction about you. And I think there's a lot of good things that we're doing, and it'd only be realized once we put a couple good performances together, and it starts this weekend.